It's day like 36 or so on Buttonwillow track day. Not exactly, but it feels like it's been forever. This is probably the 4th or 5th weekend I've been at the shop working on this car. But a lot of good things have happened in that time frame. There's some finishing touches that Keith and I are trying to get done. Hi, Keith. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. So let me show you guys what we're working on now. So T3 was nice enough to send me an aero panel. There aren't instructions, however, we saw a video that Ezekiel made in the past about this, kind of explained some of the mounting positions for this. And I'll show you some close-ups later once we take it off. But right now we're test fitting things before we get too carried away. And the reason why my install is going to be so custom is because I have a 7A block, which is taller, and I also am using JSP's lowering mounts. So my oil sump, which is here, is probably maybe this much lower, maybe this much lower than it would have been stock. And so it's touching the oil pan here. So we were thinking we're either gonna need to have a cutout for the oil pan, which may not be a bad thing because then I can more easily change the oil. And so we're considering where to put that hole there, as well as we're trying to see how this is gonna interface with my JDM Zinke bumper here. And so as you can see, some of the curve here doesn't quite form on this, as if this panel was made for like an arrow or something. I'm not really sure what it was formed on. So we're just kind of mocking it up. You can see we've got a zip tie and a bolt just to hold this thing up in place while we kind of figure out what we want to do with this panel. We might be able to make something work that will work on this very custom car, or we'll take a pause and maybe just do this after the track day. Well, it's been a few hours since my last update. Main thing we worked on was just making sure all the bolts were checked and tightened. Sometimes we're applying blue Loctite, or sometimes we're just replacing the nut completely with a nylock. And yeah, sure enough, many of the bolts on this side of the car were loose, you know, because of all the frame repair work. So I went through and checked every single one of these bolts here, adjusted some lengths if I needed to change it, and then went and marked it with a pen, just so next time I have the wheel off or the car's in the air, you know, I can be sure that nothing is moved. There's even things like the tension rod brackets, like those had gotten loose as well, or they just weren't tightened up after the work was done. It's tedious, but definitely makes me feel better before launching this thing at high speeds on the track. Another thing I'm working on right now is redoing some of the nasty wiring that was down here, but also I'm starting to use this stuff. This is a Velcro thermal jacket, and I'm going through and I'm just kind of wrapping wires that are next to this really, really hot header. As you can see, quite some time ago, I wrapped the starter motor. Now I'm just kind of going through and like wrapping the battery cable. You can see that in there. Sorry, not the battery cable, the starter cable. Just doing whatever I can to, you know, keep the high heat from the header from baking these wires. And there are quite a few wires in here that are hot, you know, they're kind of brittle. So I'm adding that to my to-do list, is to go through and basically just redo a lot of the wires. Yeah, I mean, the car's just had a hard life, and for a kid going to college, this wasn't that big deal. As long as they made it to class, it was fine. But now that I'm really pushing this car, I kind of need to go through and just redo a lot of the stuff. So that's one of the items here. But yeah, I'm just wrapping up what I can on the bottom side, then I'm going to go to the top and keep adding more of that wire thermal shielding. I also went through here and checked the fluid levels for the diff and the trans. Luckily, nothing has. And the transmission that Ezekiel put together a few years back, or a couple years back now, spotless as per usual. But just in case, I went and checked the levels, paint marked the filler and the drain plug. All right, quick update on the Aeropan. Keith and I went and we mocked this thing up. We added some bolts here that basically attach to the inserts that T3 gives you. We modified some bolts to turn them into studs, which will allow them to drop down and make it easier to reattach. Probably going to come on and off the car quite a bit. Last time we were fitting this up there, we noticed that this oil pan was dropping down and interfering with this aero panel. So we cut a hole, and we think it's going to be good, if not preferable, to have the oil pan actually drop down a little bit further than that Aeropan. One of the reasons is, you know, of course, to give it some clearance, because I think I'd rather have the Aeropan fit flush against this area and then just have my lower pan just kind of poke through. You kind of see this on OEM cars sometimes, so I think it's an acceptable approach. And we're doing what we can to make the hole fit nice and snug, have too much of a gap around the oil pan. We're also gonna line this guy. We are also going to use this rubber liner to go and wrap around the curves on there, just to give it a little bit, you know, extra protection and you know, just give it more of a finished. However, the hole we made is a little bit too tight. We don't have the right tools to smooth that out and make it larger. We basically used some hole saws to just cut and then cut across with a straight blade hacksaw. It definitely took a while, and if I want to make some more modifications, I'd rather just go get the proper tools. I'm not in the shop all the time, so some of my other tools are still back at my parents' house from when I used to work on cars a lot. But anyways, I'm missing some tools that are needed to modify that more quickly. So I'm just going to put a pause on this for now. Well, guys, we made it. It's the day after Thanksgiving, and all of us have successfully made it to the track, including me. So pretty happy. We just finished our first session on track. Car drove better than I was expecting. There was a few changes that we made to it that actually really worked well on track, and so I'm really happy about that. We'll just walk around the paddock now and just see what's out there after our first session. I think there might be some things I want to adjust, like the tire pressures, maybe the camber, but overall it's working pretty well. So yeah, let's go see what kind of cool cars are out here today. Got Steph's Hyper Blue BRZ. Steph works at Annex, and it's cool to see her out here on track, getting to check out the Fast Road Pros on track as well. This is what we call grandma spec as well, because we did special valving on it and changed the spring rates to allow her to take her grandma to the doctor's appointments and also let her look cool on the toge and on track. Norman, you want to say hi?
Hey.
How's it going, man? How's the car going for you?
It's good. It's nice to have another Corolla at Black Friday, though.
Yeah, I know. I was pleasantly surprised when I looked at the driver's list. I was like, oh, cool, it's going to be another 86.
Yeah, I emailed you like, hey, when's the next track day?
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I don't think I got that.
Not recently, but
a while back?
Like a while back, yeah.
Yeah.
We went to the one in Thunder Hill.
Yeah.
And then no more events after that or something?
Yeah, no. We this is the first time I've had this car on track in 2 years.
No, you went to the Thunder Hill one.
Oh yeah,
like
sorry.
year,
That
I think, right?
that was the same year. Yeah, that was also 2020.
Oh.
So I didn't realize. Oh wow, cool. I didn't realize you had an ECU on this thing. You've got a proportioning valve too, and power steering.
Yeah, because I kept locking up here, and this was the SR5. So I don't. The previous owner said he did it like he changed the proportion valve, but I don't know.
Oh, so it just felt kind of messed up, huh?
Yeah, I don't know because drum and discs might be different.
What's your brake setup?
It's the stock brakes with pads.
Yeah, people talk about how the drums have. I think it's like more bias going to the rear, right?
Yeah, because of more pressure to go out.
Yeah, it looks really tidy. Oh, you went with flexible lines. That's actually pretty good. Do you have any trouble with that?
No, it's a kit from the Chase people.
Oh, look at that. Very cool. What's going on with the engine? What kind of setup do you have on this?
It's a 16 valve, blue top, ITP setup. Nice. Using your green funnels.
Oh, the velocity stacks?
Yeah, velocity stacks.
Sweet. I am too. Yeah, our
They had the shorter one. I think about like
the 50s or 70s?
75, I think.
Okay. Did you notice a difference?
Not really. I was hoping for more low end. But
oh, okay.
I think it's just the compression's too weak.
Oh, I see. Yeah, for most people, including myself, when we put the 100s on, it definitely had like more mid-range. But every engine's different.
Yeah, 16 valve. Like you put something on, it's like
same output.
That seems the same. Yeah.
What are you doing for camshafts?
Pod cams.
Pod cams, nice. Really cool. I love the tablet display inside too. Well, hopefully we can stage up next time and we can have some fun on track.
Yeah, I'll follow you.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, because I know your car's faster.
Socket bomb people's cars are cool. You guys didn't know socket bombs are our neighbor. We hear brap noises all the damn time. There's tons of these cars broken at the shop.
Way too many. They just live there. It's like their home. But you know what? Their products are good.
Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, and you can see we're all living on that cup noodle diet to make it to the track day. What you got, man?
Got gin ramen.
No, dude, look, no, this dude, they're set up, dude. This is actually preferred.
This
soup is preferred. How's the track day going for you guys?
It's Pretty good. Why'd you guys park so far away?
I don't know, actually. I didn't grab it. We should talk to stuff about it.
It's a JGTC Amprix team crew shirt.
Sick.
And the team at that year was driving a wide body RX-7.
Nice.
What generation?
The FD.
Okay.
Sick. I think I know what you're talking about. The bright yellow one?
There's like 3. There's a Bomex one, the Amprix one, and
Oh,
the
I think of the Bomex one.
drink. It sounds nasty, but there's an asparagus like drink.
Oh.
And they have it pasted on the side of the car. That's the one I have on my desk at work.
Dude, the 90s are a wild time. Asparagus juice companies can go JGTC racing.
I was following your AE86 behind.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Wait, what car are you in? Dude, that was a sick battle. That was fun.
I was behind this one. So
what were you in? Oh, okay. Same thing. Wait, Skylar's car?
No. Grace.
Oh, okay. So actually, I don't know who was following you.
I was like, oh.
He was following you. I was behind him.
Okay.
Yeah, I was seeing you slide out stuff. I was like, oh yeah, I'm in for a show.
Yeah, it was scary as fuck.
I was like, oh, I'm in for a show, man.
Man, could you feel the fear?
I was like, no, I thought you hadn't actually.
I don't know.
Yeah, I thought you had.
I haven't been on this track. So last time I was here was 2 years ago, and I got hit, and the car got sideswiped.
Yeah, I remember that.
And so obviously I'm a little bit like rattled being out here, you know?
Yeah.
Just because I'm a pussy. But
Nah, it's called trauma, man. It's so understandable.
No, pussy's me. I'm like trying to rent a car again after like an 8-month hiatus and stuff like that.
Oh wow.
I need to send more.
Yeah, it was a blast. It was a fun battle.
Hey YouTube.
So this is the part where I would have liked to have included the on-track footage from the day, but once again, like an idiot, I set the camera angle wrong, and so we didn't actually get the footage. However, here is some footage from a previous track day at Buttonwillow, at least. Made it back alive. Car's in one piece, so that was session 2. John, what'd you think?
Oh man, I gotta go again. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. First time ever in an AE86, and I understand what all the love is for this car now.
Literally every time I go out, I feel like I'm low-key risking my life, but I don't know, it's addicting, dude. It's like, as John said, it's like playing with fire. The rear end is dancing, car is flexing, like literally flexing. The brakes, I don't know if that tire's gonna lock up first or like the back tire's gonna lock up first. It's pretty scary, but it's so rewarding when you get it right. Oh dude, you were killing it. I saw you sliding around too.
Norman, that was sick, man.
I did 1-2, I was locking up, mid-shifting.
Dude, that was awesome. Yeah, I was working pretty hard to keep up with you, man.
You got a lot of power. Man. I know that.
Yeah, I
Something
know, it's
went
good.
off over there, man.
Yeah,
What happened?
I fucked up. Oh, what happened? Honestly, the brakes, I don't have a lot of confidence in the brakes today. For some reason, my front left is locking up earlier than the other ones. I can't go as deep into the braking zones as I normally do. I could.
That pad is worn out more than the other side.
Huh? I wonder if it's a Kroll thing because I had the same issue too.
I don't know.
Maybe you guys can report back. Are you guys all wearing out the front left faster? Because we both are sharing the same experience right now.
Nice to see you too. Finally got your car out.
Yeah. So 2-year anniversary of the car getting hit here. Yeah, I got sideswiped pretty bad.
I remember the side swipe when I was here.
Yeah. Someone tried passing me into cotton corners, which, as you know, even if I saw him and gave him space, I would have gone off track. So it was a lose-lose situation.
Gotcha.
It was in like before. So they pulled it all out. I thought the shell was a goner, but the car actually drove straight after getting hit. So I was like, you know what? Let me see what I can do.
Yeah.
Because I
Solid
couldn't.
axle was good, huh?
Yeah, they just barely missed the axle. I mean, I'm not lucky. It still happened. It still sucked. It took 2 years to put it back, but it could have been worse if I hit the axle. So yeah, we just wanted to get it mechanically, safe and sorted for this track day, and it seems to be working. But yeah, next update we'll probably start doing some body work, pull off all this old Bondo that's been on the car for probably decades at this point. We might even do like a wide body setup on it, so we'll see. Yeah, this is turning more and more into a track car. I'm having some blow-by issues, it looks like. But what do you call it? Yeah, so from this part forward, as from a different car. It's from Casey Alloy gave me a donor, so they just graphed this on because this whole thing was pushed in like this far. This guy was pushed in quite a bit. This radius port was like crooked.
Accident.
That's how I bought the car.
Oh,
I bought the car. I literally bought this car to go drift in the mountains and crash it, and I wouldn't care. Back then, they were cheap enough, right? It was basically like a salvage GTS. Because he already has the engine, I can just go drift it and have a good time, But yeah, now it's getting to the point where it's like, wow, I should actually probably fix it because they're getting. Yeah. But I am kind of glad that this is like a messed up car to start with.
Guys, I don't want to sound like literally every YouTuber out there, but I could really use your help by subscribing to our channel. I love these cars. I love working on them. I feel like we've done some really cool things around the 86s, and I just want to show you guys. And one way that I can do that is if you guys hit that subscribe button, that allows me to spend more time working on the car and spending time to document it. So please just hit that button, and can't wait to show you guys what's next.